5 years ago on this date, December 2nd, a prominent name was announced to return to the Formula One grid for the first time in nearly a decade. The name was Schumacher. Only for this instance, the return of the Schumacher name to the Formula One grid did not involve seven-time world champion Michael, nor his brother and six-time Grand Prix winner Ralph. It involved Michael's son, Mick, the latter of whom steadily ascended his way through the open-wheel ranks of motorsports competition and achieved a bevy of on-track success before he was primed to extend the race-winning and championship-winning legacy once established by his father and uncle. Greetings, race fans and motorsports enthusiasts around the world. My name is Andrew Kim, and this is Retro Motor Vibes, where I highlight anniversary stories and break down motorsports events near and far. Without further ado, let's take a trip down memory lane as today marks the 5th anniversary of when Mick Schumacher was announced to drive for the Haas F1 Team for his first ever campaign in Formula One competition. At the start of the 2020 season, Mick Schumacher was campaigning in his second full-time season of racing in the Formula 2 division for Prema Racing. By then, Schumacher, who had also commenced his Formula racing career in 2015 by racing in Formula 4, clinched the Formula 3 championship in 2018 and scored his first Formula 2 victory in Hungary in 2019. At the time when Schumacher joined Prema Racing for his maiden Formula 2 campaign in 2019, he was also a member of the Ferrari Driver Academy. Schumacher's 2020 season in Formula 2 competition was a season to remember, as he recorded 2 victories and claimed the championship by 14 points over Callum Ilott and 15 over Yuki Tsunoda. 4 days prior to Schumacher's Formula 2 championship, on December 2nd, 2020, Schumacher's plans for the 2021 season were already confirmed as he was announced to be joining the Haas F1 Team, a technical affiliated team to Ferrari, for his first ever campaign in Formula One competition. By then, Haas had elected to release their 2 longtime drivers, Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, for a pair of rookies, as Schumacher was paired up with another first-time F1 driver, Nikita Mazepin, the latter of whom was a 2-time Formula 2 race winner and finished 5th in the 2020 Formula 2 standings. Schumacher and Mazepin's promotions to Formula 1 competition with Haas marked the first time ever where Haas featured an entirely new driver lineup for its 2-car stable since the team's existence in 2016. It also marked the first time a Schumacher was set to campaign in Formula 1 since Michael Schumacher raced and completed the 2012 season. During Mick Schumacher's first Formula 1 campaign in 2021, he recorded an average starting position of 17.5 and an average finishing result of 16.9. And within the results, he also finished in the top 15 mark 4 times, with his highest result on the track being 12th place, which occurred during the Hungarian Grand Prix. And despite scoring no points, he finished ahead of teammate Nikita Mazepin 16 times and outqualified Mazepin 19 times throughout the 22-race schedule. And the results were enough for Schumacher to settle in 19th place in the final driver standings. Amid a difficult campaign in 2021, Schumacher was retained by Haas for the 2022 season, and he was paired with returning Haas F1 driver Kevin Magnussen, the latter of whom returned after Haas elected to terminate both Nikita Mazepin's contract and the team's partnership with Mazepin's sponsor Uralkali amid the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Schumacher commenced his sophomore Formula One campaign with an 11th place result during the season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix after he rallied from an early spin, but he was forced to withdraw from the following Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia after he was involved in a harrowing accident during the event's qualifying session that left his car far beyond from repairs. Over his next 7 Grand Prix starts, Schumacher was outqualified by Magnussen 5 times, and the former recorded an average finishing result of 15.8. While Magnussen was ranked in 12th place in driver standings with 15 points, Schumacher was strapped with 2 DNFs and had yet to record his first points in Formula One competition. Then, during the 10th Grand Prix of the year at Silverstone Circuit for the British Grand Prix, Schumacher notched his first ever points in Formula One competition, 4 total, after he finished in 8th place. He then doubled down during the next Grand Prix event, the Austrian Grand Prix, by aggressively claiming a career-best 6th place. With a total of 12 points, Schumacher was up to 15th place in the standings. He, however, would not record any more top 10 results nor points for the remaining 11 events on the schedule, where his average finishing result during the latter stretch ended up being 14.5. With a 16th place finish during the season finale Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to cap off his second Formula One campaign, Schumacher settled in 16th place in the final driver standings with a total of 12 points. At the conclusion of the 2022 season, Schumacher, after 2 years as a full-time Formula One competitor, was replaced by Nico Hülkenberg. Beginning in 2023, Schumacher joined Mercedes as a reserve competitor, and he retained the role through the conclusion of the 2024 season. Late in the 2023 season in November, Schumacher inked a deal to race for Alpine in the World Endurance Championship Hypercar division. In 16 events from the 2024 to 2025 season, Schumacher achieved 3 podiums. Then, on October 13th, Schumacher participated in an NTT IndyCar Series test session with Rahal Letterman Racing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The test session was one that left both Schumacher and the Rahal Letterman Racing organization impressed, as rumors started to swirl of a potential swap to IndyCar competition for Schumacher ignited. The rumors became stronger on November 21st when Schumacher announced his departure from Alpine and the World Endurance Championship division. Then, on November 24th, 2025, a new chapter to Mick Schumacher's motorsports resume was revealed, as he will campaign in his first ever NTT IndyCar Series campaign with Rahal Letterman Racing for the 2026 season and drive car number 47 with a Honda-powered entry. The number 47 is not only the exact number Mick Schumacher sported while competing in Formula One, but it also symbolizes Mick's favorite number, 4, and his father Michael's 7, in honor of his 7 championships in Formula One combined as 1. How will Mick Schumacher's first ever campaign in IndyCar competition fare? Tune in for his first ever start in the NTT IndyCar Series season, with the season scheduled to commence at the streets of St. Petersburg, Florida, for the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg on March 1st, 2026, with an air coverage being provided on Fox, though the time remains to be announced. That's all for this episode. Have a great rest of your day, and see you on the next episode of Retro Motor Vibes.